Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how you can get the ScanNCut to create a title for a scrapbook page, or it could be a tag on a card or anything really, greeting on the front of a card. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get the ScanNCut to draw this title, Summer Fun, and then I'm going to get it to cut it out of the card that it's drawn on for me. So we'll come over here to Projects, and we'll create a new project. Then we'll come down here to the text and choose a font, and then double click at the end of the word to get the flashing cursor and use the backspace to get rid of the word text, and then I'm just going to type my title and then hit return or hit a space on the page to get the title. So that's my title. While it's selected, I'm going to come up here to the properties and then come down here and choose draw line and then close that down. And then while it's still selected, I'm going to come to the icon next to it, which is like a circle within a circle. Untick the box here so that we don't, because we only want an outline around the outside edge. And I'm going to take the spacing down to 0.16 and click outward, and I'm going to say OK. And that's going to create an edge around my word for me, which the ScanNCut will cut. So if I just click and drag this out of the way, and I'll just change it to a different colour so it's easier to see on screen. Okay, and this red one now that's on screen, which is the layer that's going to cut round my word, while that's selected, come back to the properties box and this time choose the second icon, which is cut line, and then close that down. So I can then put those together, drag an imaginary box around both, go to Edit, Align and Center. Okay, so what's going to happen when I go to the machine, I'm going to load the machine up with a piece of card. It's going to write the word Summer Fun for me because I've told it that the word Summer Fun is a draw line. And then it's going to cut the piece of card around the word for me because I've assigned this red section here as a cut line. So we could do that with a tag. So if we go to the basic shapes and we'll just choose something that's a bit tag-like. And we'll make it smaller. Just stretch it out a little bit. Okay, and then we'll go back to our text and we'll choose a different font. Double click at the end again to get the flashing cursor, use the backspace, and I'm going to put Happy Birthday on this one. And obviously that's far too big for this little tag, so I'm going to hold the Shift key down and drag a corner in and bring it right down so it will fit on my tag. I'm going to zoom in so you can see it. And then while the words are selected, I'm going to come up to the properties box, come down here, choose the third icon, which is draw line, close that down, and then choose the outside tag shape, choose the properties box and choose cut line and close that down. Okay, so I'm going to save these and then put them into the ScanNCut and show you how they cut. So I'm just going to call this Summer Fun for now and save it in my projects. It's told me it's saved, so now I'm going to download it, clicking on the big blue button here. There's the title. I'm going to right click on the title, download link file as. I use a Mac, you might have save target file as, something like that. I'm going to put it on my desktop because I've not got a USB stick loaded. Save it on my desktop, then I'm just going to drag it onto my USB stick and I'll show you when I'm set up at the ScanNCut machine. I've loaded my USB stick up into my machine and I've turned my ScanNCut on and I've loaded a piece of scrap card onto my mat. So I've got my blade in, so I'm going to do the cut first, but it doesn't really make any difference which way around you do this. So I'm going to go to pattern, I'm going to go to save data, to my USB stick, and I know it will be on the last page because it was the last thing that I've just put onto this stick. So there it is, and I'm going to say OK. And because I'm using scrap card, I'm just going to do a background scan so that I know that the word and the tag will actually have enough space to cut on this mat. Okay, I'm just going to go into my settings and make the background darker so I can see it better. You can see it now. There's my words summer fun and there's the tag. So what I'm going to do now, because I know they fit on there, I'm going to say OK, and then I don't know if you can see on screen, but I've got the word with the cut line around it, and I've got the word here with the cut line around it. Because I've got my blade in, I'm going to say cut first, and you'll see that the draw lines that we assigned in Canvas have disappeared. So I'm just going to click go and let it cut. Okay, so that's finished. I'm not going to touch the mat and I'm not removing it from the machine. All I'm going to do is say OK, and then it brings you back to this page where we were at the beginning, only this time I'm going to choose draw, and you'll see the cut lines disappeared. And that's because in Canvas we assigned one as a cut line and one as a draw line, so the machine knows exactly what we want to do. So I'm going to take out my blade. I've already loaded up my pen tool with my pen. I'm going to put that in the machine and lock it in place, and I'm going to say draw this time and go. Okay, so that's finished. I'm going to say OK. I'm going to unload the mat. I'll just turn this round and hopefully you can see, and then I'll peel them off the mat. So there's our title, Summer Fun, and there's our tag. Just try and get them off the mat for you. There you go. So there's the tag with the greeting written on it. Obviously I didn't put a hole in this because I was just doing it quick for the video. and this was just one of the basic shapes, but you could create your own tag shape by welding shapes together. But what I'm trying to show you is that while you're in you could do this directly on the machine. There's no problem at all there. It's just that I prefer working in Canvas because it's a bigger screen. But you can obviously assign your draw and your cut lines, which is a lot easier. So because we assigned the happy birthday as a draw line, and because we assigned this outside shape as a cut line, the minute we brought it into ScanNCut Canvas and choose cut, it knows what it has to cut. And because there's something else there within it, it says OK when it's cut, and it's prompting you to do the next part of what's on the screen. So that's that, and then here's the summer fun. So I hope you found that helpful. Please like, share and subscribe. Leave me any questions or comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.